Dark, tall, silent, full of fear, and the secret is never solved. In this episode we will be inside the mysterious tunnels from Europe to Turkey. What happens in the underground cities in Anatolia? Why were these cities built? Who lived in them? Do angels live inside the tunnels in Anatolia? In The Wise Octopus we explore the secrets of these mysterious tunnels. We are going on a mysterious journey from Bavaria to Cappadocia, from Austria to Derinkuyu in Turkey. Please avoid all distractions, phone calls, noise, and concentrate completely on this mysterious journey. Watch this episode carefully. Tunnels are generally passages created by excavation underground. Have you ever been in a tunnel? There are many unsolved events and structures in human history. It is stated that the number of these mysterious tunnels is at least 1,000. Mysterious tunnels have been built in many countries in Europe and Anatolia. Most of the mysterious tunnels are in Bavaria, Germany, about 700 of them. Another large number are in Austria, about 500 of them. While it is exciting to be interested in the unknown, curiosity reigns supreme and we ask, who built these tunnels? The dictionary meaning of the German word Erdstall is mine tunnel. However, the name mine tunnel is used for many man-made underground tunnels. Why were these tunnels built? Research and work has been carried out on the Erdstall tunnels for many years. It is not yet known by whom and for what purpose the tunnels, which are being researched with the latest wonders of technology, were built. Why can't the secret of these tunnels be solved? Erdstall tunnels are narrow and complex underground passages found in parts of Europe before the Middle Ages, especially in Germany, Austria, and Scotland. They are usually up to 50 meters long and their entrances are often narrow, steep, and difficult to access. There are many theories about the purpose and origin of these tunnels. Some of these theories include ritual and religious use. Some researchers believe that these tunnels were used for religious or spiritual rituals. The narrow and cramped nature of the tunnels supports the idea that they may have been a rite of passage for an individual to experience a physical and spiritual transformation. Allegedly used as a bunker. There is also a theory that tunnels were used as shelters. However, this theory is often criticized because tunnels are often airless and narrow. However, it is thought that they may have been used for short-term hiding or protection from specific dangers. Mining. There are also theories that some of the tunnels are related to mining activities. However, this theory is contradicted by the fact that most Erdstall tunnels are of a depth and structure unsuitable for mining. Transition to the other world. According to some beliefs, such underground structures are believed to be needed for the passage of the dead to the afterlife. This theory is based on the complex labyrinthine structure of the tunnels and the connection of some tunnels with archaeological finds associated with the dead. Alleged power lines. Some theories suggest that the tunnels are linked to energy lines or the cult of Mother Earth. According to these theories, the tunnels connect energy points or sacred sites. The theory of an alien race, the reptilians. According to some conspiracy theorists, these tunnels belong to the reptilian race, a shape-shifting race believed to live among us. Erdstall tunnels have one main feature that distinguishes them from other tunnels in the world. The structures of the unsolved Erdstall tunnels are very different. The mysterious tunnels are extremely narrow, oval, and have smooth walls. There are benches at the end of some Erdstall tunnels. It is hard not to wonder who sat in these dark tunnels, why, whether they wanted to rest or whether it was part of a ritual. Would you dare to enter these tunnels and sit on these benches? Let's continue to move further into the tunnels. Inside the Erdstall tunnels there are crossing points, which are presumably used to pass between lower and higher tunnels. The Erdstall tunnels have one entrance and one exit. This makes airflow almost impossible. So, did people live where there was no airflow? Or how did they survive in an airless environment? The archaeological findings on these tunnels are very scanty. For this reason, the construction date of the tunnels cannot be determined with certainty. In addition, there is no information about these tunnels in any historical document. Could it be that certain construction techniques were used to build these tunnels so that their secrets could not be solved? It is impossible for those with claustrophobia to enter these tunnels. Imagine, you are in a dark tunnel with no idea where it leads and why it was built. Moreover, you cannot stand up and you are crawling. It seems to us that one cannot crawl in this tunnel for 50 meters. An article about the Erdstall tunnels published in the German publication Der Spiegel in 2011 suggested that the tunnels may have been used for storage. Joseph Weichenberger, a historian researching the tunnels, says that the mysterious tunnels were built to hide farmers during the passage of marauding tribes and armies. According to the German researcher, the reason for the narrow passages between the floors was to prevent oxygen depletion. If one thinks that these tunnels were built hundreds of years ago to protect warriors from their enemies, or that villagers built them to hide from disasters and predators, there is a problem. Wouldn't the lack of airflow in the tunnels turn this shelter into a tomb for the person who tries to hide here for a long time? Some historians and researchers say that these tunnels were built for religious purposes and that people stayed in them for purification. Der Spiegel mentions that the tunnels could have been built as stations for the souls of the dead or as hiding places for demons and dark spirits. Even more interestingly, there are stories in Austria that the tunnels were built by demons. Others claim that these narrow passages are a kind of symbolic channel for rebirth. They claim that the narrow passages are used in rebirth ceremonies to cure patients of their illnesses. These narrow passages are closed to the public due to their extreme narrowness, but they can be seen by visitors in the tunnels at Perg in Austria. We talked about non-human beings. So let's go to Anatolia, to Derinkuyu. Please pay attention here. There are many underground cities in Turkey, especially in Anatolia, especially in Cappadocia, Kayseri, Yazgat, Kars and Mardin. We will take you to the most interesting of these underground cities, Derinkuyu, where angels are believed to live. This is Nevşehir Derinkuyu. It is rumored that angels and evil jinns had an incident here. We will tell you about this event in a moment. Derinkuyu has a structure consisting of 8 floors. This mysterious underground city has been open to visitors since 1967. Located in the Derinkuyu district of Nevşehir, the underground city, carved into soft, tough rocks, consists of rooms that can accommodate a large community. The first 2 floors of the city contain kitchens, cellars, wine storages and corrals. The 3rd and 4th floors contain living quarters, a large church, a conference hall, a missionary school, a confessional area and tunnels. A little deeper into Derinkuyu lie even greater mysteries. These tunnels are also thought to be connected to other underground cities in the region. In other words, there are mysterious tunnels and underground cities stretching from Nevşehir to Mardin and from Mardin to Kars. Experts are still working to prove these theories, because only a small part of the tunnels have been discovered. It is estimated that the 10-kilometer tunnel on the hair-raising 3rd floor connects to another city, Kimakli Underground City. The first indigenous colony of Derinkuyu was Assyrian. Historians say that in the 2nd century, the first Christians fleeing the persecution of the Roman Empire came to Cappadocia via Antakya and Kayseri and lived here. An expert who has been researching in Derinkuyu for a long time and who wishes to remain anonymous said, the first Christians who built the underground cities in the region escaped Roman soldiers by hiding in these cities, which were built in such a way that the entrances were not obvious. Since they would have to live in the underground cities for a long time, they built food stores, ventilation shafts, wineries, churches, monasteries, water wells, toilets, hospitals for the mentally ill, cemeteries and meeting rooms. Most of the rooms are connected to each other by tunnels barely wide enough for a human to pass through. Over the years, there have been different ideas about these tunnels. Some say they were hiding places. Others say they were used for religious beliefs. But the most interesting idea is the one that makes you think differently.